morning, the debate over whether or not to provide COVID protections to meatpacking plant workers hit the floor of the Nebraska Legislature.
NTV's Alex Whitney has been following along and brings us more.
When COVID struck last spring, workers in packing plants across Nebraska suddenly found themselves on the front line of the pandemic. Despite a short session last summer, there was no legislative steps taken to address their safety concerns, and today, demonstrators made their way to the state capitol to demand action on a bill that would mandate those protections. When it comes to the costs of COVID-19, there probably isn't a Nebraska senator more familiar with the risks associated with working through the pandemic than Senator Tony Vargas.
We should be doing everything we can to prevent that from happening. Because even though, and I've shared with you that my father passed away from this, I still don't want people to go through that pain.
Even before losing his father to COVID-19, Senator Vargas has campaigned for measures to ensure COVID does not spread in Nebraska's meatpacking plants. The measures first came up during last summer's short legislative session, but failed to advance.
They've had a year to take action, and last summer they had an opportunity and didn't even bring it to a floor vote. I think the failure to act has been absolutely abysmal, and I think that today is the day for them to step up.
LB 241, introduced by Senator Vargas, would mandate certain COVID protections, including masks and social distancing, that supporters say have been desperately needed over the last year. But opponents of the bill argued that plants have already taken those steps, making 241 unnecessary legislation.
What we've been doing so far has been working, and what they have been doing so far that the bill mandates that they do, from my understanding, all of them have been doing already. Whether it comes to pre-work testing, hand sanitation, face masks, and even a lot have been doing barriers in their communal areas and break rooms.
Supporters of the bill agreed that the plants have taken steps since the pandemic to slow the spread of COVID, but they said that their slow adoptions of those protections brings into question whether they will continue them over the next year.
Any company that had workers in the hospital and workers died was a bad player. Have they cleaned up their act? Of course they have. Are they going to do it for the next year? I don't know. Senator Groney doesn't know. We're asking you to put this in place so that we make sure it doesn't happen.
After a lively debate, the body would end up sending LB 241 on to enrollment and review, where amendments will be added before the bill is sent to select file. Reporting here from Lincoln, I'm Alex Whitney.